Hello viewers, we're going to start going through all the air conditioners and doing spring startups to make sure that they're all still working, and then we'll clean them up and get them back installed. So we'll start with this one because I think if any of them aren't going to work, this will be the one. This is the Amana air conditioner window type, model AMAP050BW. 115 volts, 5000 BTU, and it has 9.17 ounces of R410. For some reason there is no manufacturing date on here, but I bought this last year. I bought it last year right before I bought the house, and I drilled a drain hole in it before I used it, and I kept it clean. It's not too bad in there, a little bit of dirt at the bottom, but it's not caked in like some of the stuff that you see. Alright, seriously? Okay. Yeah, so just a little coating of whatever dirt that is. It's pretty clean over there. It's pretty clean by the compressor. And I don't see any signs of rust on the condenser whatsoever. It's still in pretty good shape. So I think that I'm very intrigued to see how long this will last, because I tend to think that if it's kept clean and there's no rust, so clean and dry, these should last, right? I mean, I would think the reason that these are failing is the rust. So, we'll see what happens. I have to film this video upstairs because it's too cold downstairs to get the temperature to click on. So, we'll start with the fan, which is a very cool startup sound. So, we'll move the camera to the back here where the fan motor is. The fan is working. The fan is very loud, which is the case on all of these modern units. Looks like the bearings are still pretty good. I don't know why the blowers are so loud. They just are. It's bad aerodynamics design or something. Doesn't make any sense because it's just a basic centrifugal blower. It shouldn't be that loud, but it is, and they all are. It's annoying. It doesn't make it correct, but it's not a standout. So that's good. We'll go to high now. Really is a cool startup sound for something new. Puts out pretty decent amount of air. Alright, now let's go and turn on the compressor. It may take some time to build up the head pressure because it hasn't run in 5 or 6 months. Well, it definitely has a charge still. You can hear all the gas hissing through the coil as it built up the pressure. So that's good, at least. It's not really cold yet, but as I mentioned before, it might take some time because it hasn't run in a while. But it sounds very healthy still. This was put into service in July, and it ran through almost constantly most of July, most of August, and most of September. It was a very damp summer last year, very wet, very hot. Here we go, it just built pressure. You can hear the compressor sound change. Yep, now it's cold. It ran almost constantly for 3 months, which, like, ooh, wow, but for something new, sadly, that's impressive. And I have to say, it really held its own. I had it in the kitchen window at first, and as long as the living room door was shut, it would keep the house, at least for me, it was comfortable. It took out the humidity very well, and it would keep it around 75, 78, which is good enough for me. So for a little 5,000 to do the whole house, you know, stay as a living room, not bad. So our power draw here is 2.7 amps. So, I mean, that's really impressive, because it's like, you know, that's like running a box fan. That's nothing. 2.7 amps, 325 watts, the power factor of 0.99, so everything it's all PSC. Obviously the compressor is PSC and the fan motor is PSC as well. It sounds a little squeaky. I don't know if that's the refrigerant or the fan motor. It might just be the refrigerant. It's getting pretty cold now. It's colder on one side, so the whole coil hasn't it's not cold all the way through yet. But it definitely works. And it's pretty warm out the back. I'm going to install the fan for a minute. You can hear the compressor. Sounds perfectly fine. It's a GMCC compressor, whatever that is. I don't know. They all probably come out of the same factory in China. It definitely is working still. It's just so loud though. The old machines are so much quieter. Yeah, that's definitely the refrigerant, that sound. That's absolutely refrigerant. Alright, well, let's say this works. No need to do any further testing. Okay, that's it for the refrigerant sounds. I think that's all there is to show in this video. Oh, my camera's all crooked. Not good. Well, anyways, we'll do a teardown on this one. I never got to doing a review on this last year. I wanted to, I didn't get to it. But I will do a full teardown on this and see how easily it's cleaned. And then maybe we'll put it back in the service. I don't see any mold in there, so we shouldn't be too bad. You know, but I always let the fan run for a while after I turn the compressor off so it dries out, so the mold doesn't grow.